Hi, this is Dennis with Second Chance Tackle, and our flea markets and local sales are finally getting underway. We had a kind of a rough March with cold, and then we had rain, and COVID and everything else has kind of made it a little bit difficult to participate in these outdoor sales events. But this past weekend, we were able to attend one. And I thought I would share with you what I found and maybe preview some of the ones that will be coming up on videos. Before we do that, I want to take a moment to thank our first responders and essential personnel and everybody involved in keeping us safe during the pandemic. That includes our fire and rescue, our EMTs, everybody in the hospital staff and medical fields like long-term and acute care. Everybody is trying to keep our lives normal in supply chains, the teachers, everybody who's got a role in trying to deliver food and food services and the like. Thank you. So here's a couple of the things that I found out there. The first one I really wasn't interested in given the price, but it's just one of those rod and reel combinations that I like a lot, and I just don't see them any longer, and I thought I would make an investment in that. So you're looking at a Tikka. It's a reel that I'm not that familiar with. This one's the Gemini. Normally I'm fishing the smaller bait caster, but this is a larger saltwater one. It's a Gemini 300. Just the look and feel of it is a nice strong reel. It has a level wind feature, accommodates a lot of braid. It's a little bit older. I think I'm going to guess this is probably a rosewood handle, which you certainly don't see any longer. But these are just really strong fishing reels. Tikka was headquartered up in Washington. I'm not sure if they're still in business or not. Somebody sent me a note along the way that said they're no longer in business. We'll have to go do a look on that. This one is attached to a Tikka boat rod. It's a medium action. It's a 6.5 foot rod, and it'll hold 12 to 30 pound line recommendations. So beautiful reel all around. I'll probably take this apart. We'll probably do a video on this one, and we will see if we can't show you just how well made this reel is. That's an aluminum frame that we're looking at there. So that was kind of the one that I just kind of went out on a limb and I purchased, not so much because it was a great value, although it was a nice value, but it's one that I just enjoy, and I'll probably just keep that one fishing. The next step then is one that's always a good reel to take a look at. This one is made in Sweden, Abu Ambassador 6500C. This one's got a skip. When you come over to the right side here, it's just not working right there. You can see it's kind of hung. Actually, it's getting spun here, and it's just sticking. So that's either an indication that we have salt buildup, or that we have a worn track, or that we have a worn pawl. All of those are repairable, and that's what I'll set my sights to doing. But it's clear when we get over this side. So there's something in the track there, or there's something else to be had. I like this one. I think Chris, one of our viewers, is going to like this one as well. This is a Daiwa. It's a 2600. It's a spinning reel, kind of right in that same class as the black and golds and the like. It's got a graphite case. This one is spooling to the top, which means that you need another spool washer in here. Not sure how that works because this has got the quick change spool on it. So we're going to have to find out what the adjustment is on that, because this one is, it may have a bad washer in here that can pad that up. But for whatever reason, we've got it spooling high on this. Otherwise, it kind of rides nicely. And I don't think I've done the 2600, so we'll go ahead and we'll do a video on that one. Next up is kind of everybody's favorite. It's a pen reel. This one I got relatively inexpensive. And the reason I got it inexpensive is it needs a repair. I think this is the 710. The bail doesn't flip, right? Well, we've done a couple of these bail videos already, but maybe we'll do another one here to show everybody. I'm uncertain, but if you can get this to click and it's moving, that means that you're either gummed up on the seams of the bail, or you have a bent bail wire. This one looks like it's formed the right way, or you have a loose or a bad spring. So I'm looking. There's a lot of salt on here. This one, originally the person wanted to sell it with the pole, and it looked like it had been on the pole for its lifetime. So my guess is it's just poor maintenance, and I think if we clean all of this up, we will do very well in terms of restoring the function of that reel. Next up then, I picked up one of my favorite reels in the saltwater class. This one is a Shimano. It's the TR200G, and boy, these are just wonderful reels all around. They just perform beautifully. They just spin nice and easily, and it doesn't take much to keep these maintained and get them ready for use. So I'm going to check my library. I know I've done the 100. I'm not sure if I've done the 200. If I haven't done the 200, I'm certainly going to do that. Speaking of doing that, I would ask each and every one of you, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. And if you do subscribe, hit notifications. That way you'll be able to see which videos I'm posting, what reels I'm working on, like the preview on this one. And the notifications will give you an idea of which ones are going to come up, and you can make a decision as to whether that's a reel that you want to look at. I work on all types of reels. You're seeing a lot of saltwater reels today because the flea market that I attended was near the New Jersey shore, but I work on bait casters and spinning reels and freshwater and just about any reel that's out there I work on. And those notifications from subscribing will show you that. If you're interested in fishing reel repair, well, that's kind of why this channel has been established, to kind of show everybody how to work with that and to repair reels. And we'll show you ones like this. I just posted this one. It's one of my favorite ones. This is a Daiwa Sea Line 27H. It's the smaller frame in the series. There's a 27, there's a 47, which is the larger, and there's a 50H, which is the non-level wind big version of the reel. And this one I also got relatively inexpensively because of the cosmetic effects on this reel. So if you look at it, it's pretty worn here. It's pretty clear that the reel hasn't been serviced in a while. There's some sand and some things on there. This has been set up with braid with a monofilament tippet or leader to it. If you're doing these leader things on there, make sure that you tie the right knot. I'm not going to be able to get down to it, but if you have a level wind reel and you're tipping it off on the braid, then you need to make sure that your knot can clear the level wind guide. That's a fairly common error that goes on in this in spooling these reels, and I will certainly take a look at that. But I think I just